Alright, we're back here in the garage and we're here to talk about something new. It's the Iceco JP40Pro. This is the newest Overland, or I guess car fridge of Iceco. It's the 40 liter / 42 quart version. It's also offered in a 50 liter 52 quart version. Yeah, let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. Alright, so some of the cool features about this guy is that it's able to go from -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. It has a reversible lid design, which means you can open up the lid from this side or that side. It also has a built-in UV light to disinfect your, I guess, the inside of the fridge. Another option, which I actually didn't get with this particular setup, is Iceco introduced a battery pack that's actually magnetic and will attach to the side of the fridge to charge it. This Iceco JP40Pro also comes with a Secop compressor, which means that it has a 5-year warranty on it. The overall unit for everything else has a 1-year warranty. Another cool feature about this, and first for the Iceco series, is that it has wheels on it, so you can roll it around on I guess flat surfaces. Full transparency, I did buy this with my own money from the Indiegogo website. It's currently only available on Indiegogo. Inside the refrigerator, we have this insulated cover. This is to provide additional insulation and also some protection for the refrigerator, I'm assuming. We also have a box here with what I'm assuming is the power adapter, so probably a DC plug and an AC plug. Let's go ahead and open that up. Alright, so it looks like we got an instruction manual, as well as a 12-volt car plug, and an AC wall plug as well. So one of the other cool features about this guy is that it has plugs on both sides. So you can see one on this side, and one on the back side, up right here. So I'm assuming here's a DC plug, here's the AC plug, and it looks like it comes with a little USB port as well. So, as I mentioned earlier, this lid opens up from both this side as well as this side. And when you send it all the way to the back, it stays in place. So these latches lock in there. Oh, here's a cool, nice little add-on from Iceco. They give you the different recommended temperatures for different food types. For example, here it recommends water at 41 degrees Fahrenheit. We got meat at 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty nice little touch from Iceco. Oh, and finally, we have a little basket in here. Be able to take your stuff in and out easily. And if we look down here, it looks like we got a drain plug at the bottom. Let's go ahead and check this out. Yep, little drain plug. Alright, let's go ahead and see how this guy fits inside a cargo area of a Jeep. This thing's probably going to go right in here. Alright, now let's go ahead and see if this closes. Oh, it's perfect. And we got plenty of space to spare on this side. let's go ahead and check out how it fits on the other side. The only reason why I'm going to check out on the other side is because the Jeep does have this little bump over here that makes the cargo area a little bit smaller in that spot. So it looks like this might be problematic on this side. Let's go ahead and check that out. Yep, as you can tell, that won't close. It's all the way on the back over there, and it won't fit on this side. Let's go ahead and see how this guy fits in the trunk of a different kind of vehicle, such as a crossover. Let's go ahead and take this over to the to a Honda CR-V and see how it fits. Might actually fit better in the back of this one. Oh, that is perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and take this guy upstairs and power up for the first time and get some temperature readings from it. Alright, here's that other cool feature we were talking about. It has this extended handlebar as well as wheels, so you can roll it around on flat surface. It also has these regular handlebars, which have this nice metallic grip with plenty of texture, so you can grip on it easily. But yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and power this guy up. One more thing to mention is just the build quality on this is really good. Like I mentioned earlier, the handles feel great. Yeah, the rest of it's made out of some really, what seems like durable plastic. And up here we have this line of stainless steel. This is where the magnetic battery pack will probably stick onto, but I could imagine it also serves as a reflective surface for heat, so that it helps it stay a little bit cooler and a little bit better insulated. So in that box came the 12-volt plug and AC plug. For right now, just so we can see how much wattage it's pulling, we're going to go ahead and use this Jackery, and we're going to use the 12-volt plug. It's nice that they also have right angle plugs on this guy. Got some right angle plugs. Let's go ahead and turn it on. There you go, had to hold it for a little bit. Alright, so right now it looks like it's reading room temperature. It's at 73 degrees. Let's go ahead and crank this down. Let's go ahead and set it up at prepared food. So let's go ahead and set it up for 39 degrees for right now. Alright, there we go, 39 degrees, currently in max eco mode. And let's go ahead and let it cool off. We could hear the compressor running, but it sounds very smooth. And it looks like it is drawing 56 watts. Alright, so the compressor kicked off at 21 minutes 24 seconds. So you can see it's no longer using the 56 watts of power. It took about 8% of the Jackery's battery capacity to get down to, yes, we had set it to 39, but it made it down to 36. Let's go ahead and quickly check how accurate that is with this temperature gun. I'm going to use this temperature gun. Right now the outside is at 77, or at least the outside surface of this is 77. It's probably closer to a 74 degree air temperature in here. Let's go ahead and aim this inside. Alright, let's go ahead and check one of the corners inside there. Looks like right now we're reading, wow, right at the bottom. Well, I guess, let's see, let's check the bottom. So right at the bottom here, we're reading 30, still dropping. Let's go ahead and give it a moment to settle. Looks like we're reading about 33 degrees at the bottom. Let's go ahead and check this corner here. Looks like the farther corner we're reading about 35.5. On the wall where the compressor is, we're actually reading 30 degrees there. Wow, 30 degrees. And then this little top compartment here, we are reading. Alright, so this little top compartment here is a little bit hotter, probably getting some of that excess heat off of the compressor. But we're at 55 degrees up here. But that's pretty good. Now, if you hear that beeping, that's actually the open door alarm. That goes off after a minute or so of it being open. So once we close it here, we're gonna see that that's gonna stop beeping. Let's see if it stops. Yep, there it is. All right. Now let's go ahead and set this to freezing and see how long it takes to get down to freezing from there. So let's actually set it to, oh man, let's go ahead and set it to 0 degrees Fahrenheit and see how long it takes to get down to that. Or I guess to the lowest setting, which would be, yeah, 0 degrees. All right, let's go ahead and let it kick on. Let's go ahead and continue with this timer. Not completely accurate since we did open it for a little bit, but let's go ahead and start that off. Alright, so the compressor just shut off. You can see there that it's taking just 3 watts of power, and it took up, I guess in total, 16% of the Jackery's capacity to get down to 0 degrees. It took 44 minutes and 27 seconds to get there. Let's go ahead and check out what the panel reads. The panel is actually reading negative 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so looking at the display settings on here, we can enter the configuration modes by hitting this button over here for 2 seconds. Now we can see that the Eco is flashing, so that means we could change that to either Eco mode or Max. The next setting we could set is the power protection level. So these are the different power protections of, I guess, like your battery. So once the battery voltage drops below a certain threshold, the refrigerator will shut off. And then I guess the next thing we have here that we could set is if we want to display this in Fahrenheit or Celsius. And looks like that's what we got. We're able to configure easily. The little sun or the little red icon there, I believe it's for the internal UV light. The way we change that is by holding both together. Let's see. There we go. So by pressing both of these, pressing both the power button and the settings button, you could turn off that UV light. Now, just some final notes of things I noticed. You could see here that we have a little light. It's on this side, but not on that side. I wonder if we flip around the openings, it'll turn on. Let's go ahead and open it up from the other side. Oh, I'm not sure about that light actually. That one's still on. This one's not on. The other thing I've noticed is that the plastic here seems to be a little bit warped. Inwards. That's probably going to be due to the heating and cooling of the compressor itself. Nothing to be, I guess, alarmed by though. The other small little thing that I'm noticing is that these caps are kind of hard to line up in there. Like you have to play around with them for a little bit to get them to actually seal up in there. One more thing that I did notice is that the wheels have a nice rubber on them, as opposed to just being all hard plastic. And it also has these little boots. I don't know if you can see that there, but it has some little rubber boots right here. As far as my final thoughts go on this, I think it's a great little addition to the Iceco lineup. I think it's, so far, seems to be a pretty solid mobile refrigerator. It cooled down to just 39 degrees pretty fast in about 30 minutes, and it took another 15 minutes to get to 0 degrees, which I'm actually pretty happy with. I think we'll know more about it once I do the longer term review, but I think for right now, I think if you're looking for a refrigerator, this is definitely an option you should consider, especially if you're going to put it inside an overlanding rig. The compressor in here is rated for a 45-degree incline, and it's also shake proof, which is pretty nice, especially for those bumpy roads. Like I said, this is currently only available on Indiegogo. Personally, I would wait a little bit for it to get off of Indiegogo and go onto the Iceco website. I did see that some other buyers or backers in the Indiegogo website did have some issues with what I'm assuming is the temperature controls, that the temperature on the display would never actually go down, it would just be locked up even though the compressor was still on. That's probably just one of those, I guess, new product teething issues that this refrigerator has. I think Iceco will definitely sort them all out once they go to their actual store and start selling it to, I guess, a broader audience. But for right now, that's it. And if you're interested in hearing more about this refrigerator, I will be doing a long-term review. So stay tuned. Thank you.